Hello guys, welcome back. So in this lecture, let's finally talk about Radix sort, right? Let's try to understand what is Radix sort, how it works, right? So I have a definition here. Let's quickly go through this definition real quick, right? One second, just let me, I don't know why I'm not able to stretch it. Okay, yeah, I am able to do it, guys. Okay, so in Radix sort, it is a linear non-comparative sorting algorithm that sorts the elements by processing them digit by digit. Okay, it applies counting sort digit by digit from least significant digit to the most significant digit on the given array. Okay, if first groups the individual digits of the same place value afterwards, it sorts the elements according to their increasing decreasing order. Okay, now we have a note here as well. If a number has more digits, it means it is a bigger number. Used with binary numbers, like you can also take strings and images, convert them in binary, means we can sort other data as well. Okay, so now what does this mean? Okay, so now I'll explain you in simple words what is Radix sort, right? So in Radix sort, we never compare two numbers. Okay, we never compare two numbers. That is why it is called non-comparative sorting algorithm. First point, right? Now in Radix sort, we count the numbers. See, if the number have two digits, okay, and if there is another number which have four digits, okay, so obviously the number which have four digits will be the bigger number than the number which have two digits, right? So let's say we have a number which have 23, and we have a number 4343. Okay, so obviously this one have four digits. That means this number is bigger than this one, right? And this is the idea which Radix sort takes to sort the numbers. Okay, so in Radix sort, what we get 10 buckets from 0 to 9. Okay, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so what happens, we count the numbers, we check the numbers. Okay, we go from the last number till the first number from that particular like last digit to the first digit from in that particular number. Okay, so let's say we have two numbers here. Okay, so now let me show you a small example how we can sort this data with the help of Radix sort. Okay, so let me do a little spacing here, then I'll show you in like visual algo as well, so you guys will understand it better. Okay, so this one have 3 at the end, this one have 3 at the end. Okay, so what we do, we basically gather all the numbers with the same digit which have the same digit in that particular bucket. So we have a bucket which have 3, right? So we will put these numbers in this particular bucket. Okay, so we will cut it from here, or let's just copy it from here, and then we can paste it here like this. And this one also have 3, so we will pick it from here and then we paste it right above this one. Okay, so let's add one more number here, let's say 423. Oh, why I'm writing these numbers which are ending with 3 always, right? So 421. So if we have this number where we have the last digit is 1, so we are going to put this number in the bucket where we have 1. Okay, so here we are going to add this number like this. Okay, so short and simple, we basically group all the numbers which have the digit, like which have the digit which is matching with that bucket number. Okay, so we create a bucket with 0 to 9, and then we group all the numbers with the same digit in the respective bucket, and then we recreate the array, right? So now if you see, this was our, let's say, unsorted array. Now we have grouped all the numbers in their respective bucket. Okay, now what we will do, we will again arrange them back into the array. Now how we will arrange? So this first bucket will go first. Okay, since 1 is the number like which comes before these numbers, right? So sequence does matter here. So the number which is inside this bucket 1 will go first. Okay, so we'll pick this number from here, we'll put it here, and then we don't have anything in the bucket number 2, we have few numbers in bucket number 3. Now how we are going to pick the numbers from the bucket number 3? Okay, so we are going to pick the number which is at the bottom. Okay, we pick this number we put it there, okay, and then we pick the rest of the numbers. So let's say we have another number here, then how we will pick the numbers? We'll pick this one first, and then this one, and then the number which is at the top of this number, okay. This way we used to pick the numbers. Now if you see, we have an array, some sort of like sorted, not completely sorted, it looks the same like this. So now what we will do, this is the first step, like this is the basic step, how it groups the elements in the buckets and then it arranges them back, right? Now we are done with the first number in the like last digit in the number, right? Now we are going to move into the second digit. So here we have 4, here we have 2, here we have 2, okay. So now this was the first bucket, so let me just copy, I'll create another bucket now, and we have new array, okay. So in this bucket we took the last element, okay. So digit last, okay. Now digit is going to be last second, okay. So here we are going to get the last second digit and we are going to put all the numbers in their respective buckets, okay. So we have this array, let me just copy it real quick, okay, and I'll paste it here. Now we will start from this number, okay. So we will see second, so we are going to put this number in the bucket number 2, okay. So let me just go here quickly, okay. So we have put the number 421 in the bucket number 2 because right now we are matching the number like last second digit, okay. Now here also we have 2, okay. So we are going to put it here, okay, and then here we have 4, so we are going to put this number here, right, and it will keep on repeating the process until we get all the elements sorted, right. So right now we have these numbers, so what will happen again, if you see these numbers, like the numbers which had 2 are in the same bucket and the number which had, okay, which had 4 is in its respective bucket, okay. Now what will happen, again we'll pick from the starting and then we form the array like this, okay, like this, and then from here like this, and we keep on repeating the process until we get all the elements sorted, okay. I hope you get the idea how it is going to work, okay, because we are going to see the actual working in the visual algo, there you will understand better. So short and simple, what we used to do, we don't compare the numbers, we put the numbers in their respective bucket and then we arrange them back into the array until we get the sorted array, right. And this is what this Radix sort literally means, okay. And now let me just quickly explain you what about this particular thing, right. If it this note we had here, right, used with binary numbers, can also take strings and images. See, in Radix sort can work with the images and strings as well. All you need to do is you just need to convert them into the binary numbers, okay, and then we have the numbers, so we can sort them back with the help of Radix sort, with the help of these buckets, or we can say with the help of Radix sort algorithm, right. End of the day we are dealing with numbers only, that you have to keep in mind. We create a bucket of 0 from 0 to 9, okay. We used to work with the base 10 numbers, okay. So that is why we used to create the bucket from 0 to 9, that you guys have to keep in mind. And then what we do, we get the array. How we put them in the bucket is like, we take the first element, we check what is the last number of it, it's 1, so we'll put them in the bucket number 1, and then we move on to the second element, we'll check what is the number last at the end, it's 3, we'll put them it here, okay. Now the next element here also 3, so we'll put it here, okay. Now we'll move on to the last second number, okay. So here it is 2, so what we will do, we'll arrange the array back, we'll arrange the elements back into the array. And how we used to arrange, we go from this sequence 0 to 9, okay, whichever comes first, this one comes first, so this one will go in the first position, then this one will go in the second position, and then this one will go in the third position. We have formed the array back. Now again we will group them together with this second number. So here this is this is 2, so it will go in the bucket number 2. Here also it's 2, it will go in the bucket number 2. Here also it's 4, it will go in the bucket number 4. Now this one will go first, then this one, then this one. Again we will have the array. Now we will check the last third number. Okay, so here we have 4, so right this time what we will do, we will simply put this number in the bucket number 4. So let me show you an example of that as well quickly. Okay, because we are going to see it in the visual algo as well, so you guys don't have to worry. Okay, so this time what I have to do, I simply have to put this number in the bucket number 4, right? Because this time we are checking the last third number. Okay, so let me just quickly clear it from here. Okay, let's move it to bucket number 4, and then this one doesn't have any elements since this is 4-digit number, this is just 2-digit number. Okay, so what we will do, we will simply put this 23 in the 0th position. Okay, and why we do so, see, if you have a number, like if you have a 2-digit number, okay, so let's say we have 23 and you want to compare it with the 3-digit or 4-digit number, let's say 2399. Okay, so how you can compare it, you can add 2 zeros, right? So adding 2 zeros means this number is equals to 23, right? If you say 0023 or if you say just 23, it means the same thing, right? So that is the idea which we use to sort the numbers. In case if the number doesn't have that much digits, if it is a 2-digit number, so what you do, we always put it in the 0th index bucket. Okay, that you have to keep in mind, that is an important thing. Okay, so that was the first thing. So this one doesn't have that much digit, so we will consider it like this 0023, or we can say 023, since we are dealing with just 3-digit numbers right now. Okay, so we'll put it in the bucket number 0, and then here we have this number which have 3 at the end, like where we have 3 at the third digit. In this number we are getting 3 in the third digit, so this number will go in the bucket number 3. Okay, here, right? So now if you see, our array is getting little bit sorted. Okay, now what we do, we again arrange them back. So let's arrange it back quickly again. So here we'll get 23, and then we'll get 4343, and then we'll get 421. Okay, so this is how our array is getting sorted gradually. Now if you put it back again in the like bucket, what will happen, this one will go in the 0th position. Okay, we are going to compare the last 4 digit, right? So here we have 4, so this one will go in the bucket number 4, and then this one will go in the bucket number 0, because this also does have just 3 digits. Okay, so how we will consider this number is 0421. Okay, this is equals to like 421, right? It doesn't matter how many zeros you add in, like before the digit, the value will be same, right? So that is what the idea is here. Okay, so we will consider this number as 0421, this number, and then we will put it right above this 23. Okay, then how the array will be formed, it will be formed something like this. We will pick this number first, like 23, and then we will pick 421, since we are considering it as 0421. Okay, so it will be like 421, and then we will pick the number which is at the bucket number 4. Okay, here somewhere. Okay, let's say this number is here. Okay, so we will pick this number, and then we put it back into the array. And now as you can see, after like multiple steps, our array got sorted. Even though in the first few steps it looked like it is not sorting at all, but at the end it got sorted completely, right? So this is how Radix sort works. We get an array of elements, we get an array of numbers. Okay, we put the respective numbers in their respective buckets. Okay, and then we arrange them back into the array. Okay, and this process keeps on repeating for all the digits in the number. We will start from the first element till the last element, and the digits count will happen from the last digit till the first digit. Okay, so if we have 4 digits, then the digit count will happen from here, then here, then here, and then here. So first we'll put all the numbers which are starting with 3 in bucket number 3, and then we'll put the numbers which are starting with 4 in the bucket number 4, and then again we'll start a number which have 3 in the bucket number 3, and then we'll put the numbers which have 4 in the bucket number 4. I think you got the idea, right? So this is how it works. So now let's quickly see a visual example in Visual Algo. So here we have 896 1024, or let me see if we can create. Okay, so 29. Okay, I think here we have 4-digit numbers. Let's see. Let's see if I can do anything here, or let's just leave it. Okay, so we have 110 3711 219, means it's sort of random data only, right? So let's quickly sort it. Okay, so I'll play it. So let's see what happens. Okay, so you just have to keep an eye like how it sorts the array. Okay, so I think I have played or not. Okay, so now you have to see like it will pick this element and then we'll move them into the buckets. Okay, so here we have our bucket ready from 0 to 9, right? So what will happen? This number will go in there, means it's going to work the way I have just explained. You just have to visualize it. You just have to see how it works. Okay, just ignore this part. Like this is what we will come to like when we start implementing. Okay, you just have to see how it works. Okay, so yeah, here we have picked one number and we have started from digit number 1. Since the digit was 1, so we have put it like in the bucket number 1. Okay, now here the digit is 6, so we are picking the numbers which are in red color. Okay, so this number have 6, so this one will go in the bucket number 6, this one will go in the bucket number 3, this one will go in the bucket number 0, this one in 0, this one in bucket number 2, and this is how it will work. Okay, so now all the numbers we have collected in the bucket, right? Now what will happen? Just have a close look how it arrange the array. It creates the array back. So it will go from 0 to 9. Okay, so from 0 to 9, how it will go? It will pick the last element in the bucket. Okay, so you can say like what we can say, like first in first out, we can say FIFO strategy. Okay, so this one came first, so this one will go first, right? So this one will go first in the array, and then this one, and then this one. Okay, then it will jump into the next bucket. Here it will pick this number first, and then this number first, and then in the next bucket this number, then this number, then this number, and then this number, then this number. Okay, let's see. Let me just slow. It's already slow, guys. Okay, so see, it is picking the number from the bottom first, it is arranging them back into the array, and then it is picking the number which was at the top, right? So this is how it collects the elements into the bucket and it arrange them back into the array. Now we are done with the last digit. It will move on to the last second digit now. So here it will check all the numbers with the last second digit now. So this number will turn red in all the numbers. Okay, so as you can see, now we have the last second digit which is red now. That means we are going to collect all the numbers in their respective buckets by checking their last second number. Okay, last second digit, sorry. Okay, so we have collected all the numbers in the respective bucket. Now how it is going to arrange them back into the array, you already know by now. So let's see. Fine, now it will move to the last third digit, which is going to be 4 for this one, 1 for this one, 7 for this one, 9 for this one, and so on, right? As you can see, the last third digit is turned red now. Okay, so these numbers are going to go into their respective bucket and then they will get arranged back, like we are going to put them back into the array. Okay, so now we are done with the 3-digit numbers, right? So what is going to happen now? We are going to check the last 4th digit. Okay, because few numbers have just 3 digits and few numbers have 4 digits, right? So just keep an eye like how it puts the 3-digit numbers in which bucket. Okay, so the way I explained you, what it will do, it will add 1 0 into that number. Okay, not visually it is going to add, it will consider 1 0 before that number, then only it will compare those numbers with other 4-digit numbers, right? And then it will put them number accordingly. So the numbers which don't have that much digit, just simply you have to keep in mind they are going to go into the 0th bucket. Okay, so as you can see, this one doesn't have 4 digits and these numbers have 4 digits, right? So they will go into their respective buckets, but the number which have less digits will go into the 0 bucket always, right? Now again 597 is 3-digit number, so it will go into the 0th bucket, right? So it will consider it as 0597. Okay, then only it will make it 4 digit and then it will move that number into the 0th bucket. Okay, so now all the numbers which have bigger digits are like on the left side, all the numbers which have smaller digits are on the right side. Okay, so this is how it basically sorts the array. Okay, I accidentally clicked it and it got randomized again. Okay, so this is the idea. You got the idea in this video, like how Radix sort works, how it internally works, what it actually means. So yeah, this is it for today's video. By the way, if you want to like take a screenshot of this description, then you can go ahead, like I'll pause it, or you can pause it and you can take a screenshot of this one and then this one as well. So this is it for today's lecture. In the next lecture, let's start building Radix sort. Okay, so yeah, see you there.